Hi, Steve here. In this video I want to talk to you about two closely related features of WordPress. They are the autosave feature, which autosaves pages and posts as you're editing them, and WordPress revisions, which store previous copies of pages and posts each time you do a manual update or a manual save. And you can use those revisions to go back to previous versions of a WordPress document, a WordPress page or a post. We'll start with the revisions. Now, you get a WordPress revision and you get up to 25 of them. Each time you click manual update here, or if you click save draft if it's in a draft form, and if I scroll down here, you can see all of the revisions here. This is the original document, and these are the results of editing later on. So each time I just do a fourth one. Each time I edit a document and update it, I get a new revision. Just scroll down and look at that one. And there's the last revision I just did. Okay, so a revision is created each time you do a manual update or a save draft. Now, to go back to a previous version of the page or post, you just click on one of the revisions here, and it takes you to the revision module, and you can see the revision list here. Now, this is the current version of the document I'm working on, and this is the one I clicked on, that one there. Now let me go back to an early one just by clicking it there, and so I've got the current one and I've got an earlier version of the document, and let's say I was thinking of going back to that one, so I can click there and restore it, but before I restore it, I really want to see what the difference is between these two revisions. So if I just click compare revisions, it shows me the revisions here, and there's the older version and that's all it's got in it, and this is the newer version, the current version, and that's what it's got in it. You can see it's got extra information in there. So if I still want to restore that, I just click on restore, and now there it is. There I've gone back to an earlier version of that page. Okay, so the restore function can be used to go back to an earlier revision of a page or a post, usually if you've edited a page in error and you need to go back to an earlier version of that page. Okay, the autosave is slightly different, and you only get one autosave. So if I just type in some information here, and if I look down here, now this is the line I'm interested in. This is last edited by Steve. Now that means it's actually been manually saved. When we have an autosaved, it will show a draft saved message on the bottom there. So it autosaves every minute. So I'm just going to pause this and wait for it to autosave. I didn't have to pause it very long. Here you can see it's a draft saved at 11:14. Sorry, 11:14 at 8:11. Okay, so I can carry on editing this document. Autosave to, and as I'm editing it, it's going to autosave the changes I make every minute. If I did have a crash now, I could only go back to that version of the document which doesn't include the new information I've actually typed in there. Okay, and I'm going to prove that, or show you that, just by now clicking away from this page. So I forgot to save it, and by clicking away from it, now let's go back and edit it. And you can see straight away I've got this error message in here. There's an autosave of the post that's more recent. Now I can ignore that, now you can just go and type in there, or I can go and view it. And you can see here it's showing me the autosave. There it is there. And I can actually compare the revisions again, the current version and the autosave version. The current version I've got has got that in it, the autosave version has got that in it. And again, to go back to the previous version. In this case it's the autosave version. I just click restore. And there we've gone back to that autosave version of the file. So there we are, two very similar features of WordPress. You got the autosave feature, which saves the document as you go along. It's saving every minute. You only get one autosave, and you get the revision of the WordPress document, which you create each time you do a manual save or a manual update, and you have up to 25 revisions which you can revert back to. Okay, I hope that you find that useful. Until next time, bye.